To assess Zymer's spelling and determine where to begin word study instruction for him, I used the elementary spelling inventory, which I will from now on refer to as the ESI. As you can see, this spelling inventory has 25 words that assess different features of spelling. This is Zymer's spelling sample, and as you can see, I put the correct spelling of each word that he spelled incorrectly next to the word, which helped me get a power score easily. And that power score is 11 out of 25 because he spelled 11 words correctly out of all 25 words. On page 30 of Words Their Way, I checked this power score against the stages of spelling development to find that this power score puts Zymer in the late within word pattern stage, and this stage was later confirmed by his ESI feature guide, which I will get to in just a minute. In addition to getting the power score from Zymer's ESI, I completed the ESI feature guide, which is right over here on the left side of my screen. As you can see in this row right here, horizontally across the top of the paper, we have the various spelling features such as short vowels, blends, and common long vowels that the ESI assesses. For each feature Zymer got correct in each word, I put a check mark in the box, as you can see right here. And for each feature that he got incorrect, inside the box I did not put a check, but I put what he wrote so that I can later see what he might be using but confusing or not using at all. So he gets 1 point for each feature he gets correct, even if he didn't spell the word correctly, and no points for each feature he got incorrect. So let's look at number 11 as an example. The word is spoil, and as you can see over here, he spelled the word S-P-O-R-L. So he gets 1 feature point for getting the correct consonant blend, which was SP. He doesn't get any feature points for the vowel team OI because he put OR instead. And because of that, he only gets 1 feature point and he doesn't get any points for spelling the word correctly. If he had spelled the word correctly, then right here he would have gotten an additional feature point. So this number would go up to 2, and he would have gotten a point for spelling the word correctly. After I completed the analysis of the different spelling features that Zymer got correct and incorrect, I first counted the number of words that he got correct, and I put them in this column over here. And I counted them again just to make sure that the power score I got matches with the feature analysis. And I found that it does, so again he got 11 out of 25 words correct. I then counted the number of feature points in each column to determine which spelling features Zymer has mastered and which ones he needs further instruction on. So as you can see, the initial and final consonants got blended into just 1 consonant column, and because he got all of them correct in all of the words, he gets a feature point of 7 out of 7 for consonants. For another example, we'll look at this column, which assesses common long vowels, and because in number 5 the word float, he spelled it F-L-O-T-E and didn't use the correct OA pattern, he only got 4 out of 5 feature points for common long vowels, which you can also see right down here. So after I did that, I went across this bottom row that my cursor is on right now, and I counted up the total feature points in each column, and I also went down this column right here, which is just for recording the feature points for each individual word, just to make sure that they match and I don't need to go back and reassess anything. And I found that he had a total feature point score of 42 out of 62. I then combined up at the top the total number of feature points, which is right here, with the total number of words that Zymer spelled correctly, which is over here. So I combined 11 out of 25 with 42 out of 62 to get a total score of 53 out of 87 for this ESI. I then used the feature guide to confirm which stage of spelling development Zymer is in and where to begin word study instruction for him. And to do this, I looked at the feature points tallied across the bottom of the page. So the rule of thumb is the first category in which the student got 2 or more points incorrect, that's where to begin word study instruction. And so looking across the bottom of this, I saw that this column was the first one in which Zymer got 2 or more points wrong. And so I followed this up and found that this category was inflected endings, and I put a circle around it so that I would know later that this is where to begin word study instruction for him. And this is right in between the late within word pattern stage and the early syllables and affixes stage. And so because the power score told me that Zymer is within the late within word pattern stage, and because it's always better to start instruction on a lower level than a higher level, this is the stage that I circled for him. After completing and analyzing the ESI feature guide, I looked at 2 of Zymer's word writing samples to see if there were any consistencies in the errors he made on the ESI and the errors he made in his writing, and I found that there were a lot of consistencies. As I just mentioned, the ESI shows the best place to begin instruction for Zymer is with inflected endings such as the ending ed, ies, and ing patterns. This is reflected in his writing samples as most of his misspelled words are missing an S, an ES, or a double consonant before the ing ending. For example, right here, with this word should be touches, but he's missing an ES, and this word should be starts, but he's missing an S. Also in this sample, he's trying to use the word ripping, but he doesn't know to use double P's before the ing pattern, and these 3 examples specifically tell me that he's struggling with inflected endings. His writing sample does show that he has little to no trouble with beginning and ending consonants and most vowel sounds, which reflects his high scores in these areas on the ESI.